Hey there folks, and welcome to this video, and here's the general notes. It usually happens on Mondays, where I start off the week by talking about my plans for the week ahead, looking back and talking about stuff that's on my mind, and you should be able to find this week's one timestamped in the description below. And yeah, usually it's on Mondays. I wasn't able to get to my computer yesterday. I was meant to be back at my computer Sunday night. However, I'm here on Tuesday because I was away in Norwich the weekend. About 300 kilometers away from home, so what, an F1 race distance. And my radiator decided to spring a leak. A big leak. If I drive more than 20 miles, everything goes all over the floor leak. So yeah, had to spend my Monday, in the end, taking about 10 hours to do what's usually a 4-hour journey. It was a lot of fun, I can tell you that much. But got to see some nice sights, drove by Snetterton, and a couple of other bits and pieces. But anyways, that's enough about me. Well, me personally. Let's talk about plans for the week ahead. Hopefully to get some interviews out, to do some stuff about Pride Month, because didn't get to do that on Sunday, annoyingly. I should have a couple of extra nice features to be able to release over the course of this week too. I'm really looking forward to them. Yeah, what else? Haven't got any rallying because the next rally is Kenya. Haven't got any F1 because the next one's for Ricard. I think we've got WEC at Portimao, but I haven't really been covering WEC this season, so not going to be doing that. I still can't remember where the next Formula E race is. That said, I'm probably going to do something to do with iRacing because Season 3 rollout is tomorrow and is currently the off week, the week 13 as they call it. So yeah, might do something around that. Otherwise, finale of the BUSR World Tour. That's Donington Park. Last outing for the Jag. And if you watched back, if you were watching last week's stream, I had a conversation with Nathan after the race, and we sorted it out, which massive relief, because if you've seen the end of that stream, I was incredibly agitated and worked up. It's nice to see that's all been diffused. He's a lovely fella, and I really enjoy working with him, so yeah, that was good. I don't think I've got any big races coming up. Actually, no, I tell a lie. There's something coming this weekend. I'm not really going to talk about it yet, but I think I've got an extra long tuft of hair for my moustache. Might need to trim that back. And over on the BUSR feed, I think we've got Super Bowl for the Suzuka 24, which I'm really looking forward to. And this is, I think, last call for entries. I'll link it in the description below. I think the deadline is Wednesday, but I can't remember off the top of my head. So if you want to take part in a 24-hour race instead of course competitively only, raising money for a charity special effect, the BUSR, well, the Monster Energy BUSR 24 Hours of Suzuka supporting special effect takes place next weekend, with Super Bowl happening this weekend if you manage to get the qualification runs done in time. Yeah, gone to 4 minutes now, and I haven't really talked about looking back, but as for looking back, well, over the past week I've been quite happy with some of the content I'm making. I didn't really like the video I did yesterday. It was one of those things I had to do at the last minute because, well, I didn't really have a way to make this kind of video. Well, at least in time. But elsewhere, like, some of the content was a bit of a dud. Some of it I really enjoyed making, and I am a bit gutted that it didn't get the performance that I wanted. Notably WRC stuff and the F1 preview and review. And, of course, the stuff about Aston Martin Racing Bride, because that's something that's close to my heart. So, yeah, people watching F1 drivers kneeling again, which, like I've said so many times before, I've come to expect and understand. But I've had a bit of a lull in terms of content recently, like in terms of people watching, in terms of people coming in and joining the community. So I need to hope that that's like just a phase and then it comes back. But that work starts with me. So I'm catching up on comments that I haven't replied to, I'm catching up on emails I haven't replied to, and yeah, hopefully some cool stuff comes forward from it. But yeah, let's talk about what have I got on my mind for this week? Here's what's on my mind. Because yesterday's video was based off of a report in the Dutch edition of Motorsport.com, which was Verstappen saying that he'd be 2 times faster than Lewis if he was in the Mercedes, which I think is very doubtful. But that kind of drama largely gets stirred up by press. And I don't like being harsh on journalists. I have a lot of time and respect for a lot of different journalists. I mean, my brother, who's in the room right behind me, is a journalism student. But that kind of stuff, where it's like stirring up that kind of drama, I mean, people talk about that with Bottas and Drive to Survive, for example. I am pretty critical of. If there's a big issue in F1, it should be, you know, the stuff that's reflective of the real world. Like Carlos Sainz's checkered history regarding things such as racism. Or Kimi Raikkonen's merchandise from the F1 store being part of a collaboration with someone with alleged ties to the far right. That should be the stuff that stirs up drama. That should be the stuff the journalists write about. Or, you know, the Pirelli tyre failures, because two pretty high-speed ones on the weekend. And especially with... This is the weird thing. I'm surprised to see how much traction the WRC stuff's got. I haven't seen WRC coverage like this in a while. Max Osberg's outburst after his Pirelli tyres failed in Sardinia. Which... I might actually make a video on, because he got a suspended 25,000 euro fine for, which I don't really understand. But why work driver up into a situation where they're just going to make comments to try and stoke a rivalry? Especially when it doesn't really contribute to anything. It's a massive whataboutism. It's whataboutism that we can always entertain ourselves in. What would happen if they're both in the same car? It depends which car they're in. Put Lewis in a Red Bull, Max is likely to be faster. Put Max in a Mercedes, Lewis is likely to be faster. It's because the infrastructure of the team and the car is largely built around their kind of driving style, whether they like it or not. But why go to the lengths of spicing up that kind of drama when it seems like they're two people who actually respect each other a lot on and off the track? I mean, they do rough and tough racing. Imola and Spain, 2 examples of that. But that rough and tough racing is a sign of how much respect they have for each other. But, I mean, that's just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you around. Bye for now.